This is on glasses.
Hello guys, welcome to 2025. First of all, I want to welcome everybody, every fan, every follower that has been on this show, that has followed us, that has subscribed to our channel. You guys have done an amazing job. Thank you for the follow, thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments. We see what you guys do. We appreciate all your support and your love. We really appreciate you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Welcome to 2025. This is the Gist on Glasses podcast. It's an amazing time to be alive, to be here. How are you doing, guys? What's up? What's happening?
Yo, hi, yeah.
What's
No,
up,
love
How you doing?
the energy, bro. It's
man,
nice to
one,
be back.
nice
2025,
one.
it's
Happy
cool,
New Year,
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, happy New Year,
Happy
yeah.
New Year.
Happy. December was dirty in our city this year. December was
December
very
did well.
dirty, bro.
December
Like,
really
Oh,
I appreciate it for what it
It was a lot, though.
It was packed,
It was a
and
lot.
shout out to governor, yeah.
Yeah?
He did great, yeah.
I feel like
Shout
this is
out
like
to
the best
him.
December we've had in a very, and I feel like this is the best December. I tweeted it. It's like the best December in the history of Plateau State.
Yeah,
Like,
it was-
everything was beautiful.
Yeah,
inside.
was
it was fun, but still very intimate as it needed
What do you
to
mean?
be.
It was
No,
really
not
a family
what you're
Christmas.
thinking.
So I'm just asking, what
Very
do you
in the
mean?
spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Okay, that's nice. Like the energy in the room is already activated. It's already high. Today is gonna be the bomb. It's been a very long time we did this. Like we took a long break. You know, we were trying to like set up a studio to have our own place so that we can have the comfort of recording whenever we want to do stuff, and we appreciate God for everything. So today this is like season 2 of the Gist on Glasses podcast.
Yeah.
Last year was season 1. We had some awesome episodes, and we are back here again. And today we promise that this season is going to be mad fun. We're going to have amazing guests. We're going to have controversial topics. We're going to have drag a lot of people that need to be dragged and all of that. But then today we are back in the studio to talk about a very, very important and sensitive topic, and it's going to be New Year resolutions. Like a lot of people start the year, they begin the year with a lot of resolutions that they've made. Okay, this year is gonna be this, is gonna be that. And I want us to talk about New Year resolutions. Like, first of all, what do you guys think about New Year resolutions?
I mean, there was a point in my life when everybody was doing New Year resolutions.
Yeah.
I started doing New Year resolutions without knowing what
It
New
was
Year resolution was. Like I just expected to do it, and it wasn't until I got older I realized that why am I actually doing this thing? Like, what's the purpose of this? And like they just told me to do it, and I did it. Like, I just jumped in.
today.
This was like since preschool.
Okay.
You understand? Like from that age.
Primary school, you don't do New Year. Oh, no.
I'm
That's a
telling
long
you.
time.
Because everybody around, even teachers will tell you, even when you resume second term,
Mm.
people, this question comes up: what was your New Year resolution? And you're like, okay, it should be something good.
Yeah.
It should be something that if I say it in public, people will respect me. It should be something that
Yeah, there was some pressure to it.
yes, there was
Yeah,
some
it
pressure
had
to it. It just
meet
had to be
it.
good. So you just rush and say something like, my New Year resolution is to that now I can be friends say drink more Fanta, like because I was a kid. So when I could also say other things like read more books, because in case your parents are listening, or parents hear about it, you also want to have
You know
like
that, yeah.
you want to know yes, I raised a good
Yeah,
child and
serious.
that kind of stuff.
That's just with your life.
Yeah, my thing with it is right now there are some people that have done 6 months gym subscription and not going to see the end of January. It's just sad, man. That's my major issue with,
Oh my God.
with New Year
Oh my God.
resolutions. Yeah, people think it's
Are you
this
a member?
blank slate. What?
Are you a member?
No, I go jogging in the morning. I'm not delusional. Yeah, I go jogging in the morning. At
Not
least try to
delusional.
let blood flow. Yeah, but yeah.
Generally, in January, the gyms are always packed, like a lot of unnecessary people. And then when it gets to like 3rd week, 4th week,
Let's just say by March, they are not even.
March is way
March is too far.
March is far now. By
February, bro. Why people?
by early Feb, before Valentine, everywhere is dried up.
Valentine too will take a lot of.
Everywhere is dried.
oomph
I don't
out of
see.
it.
resolutions.
I don't feel like
Yeah.
people deceive themselves a lot. The switch of the calendar year does not determine that your life is going to get better, or you are going to start making changes with your life. I feel like for me personally, I don't think I've ever done New Year resolutions. I don't think in my entire life, because I just feel like it's just shit. Because what's the point? first of all, it takes determination, it takes hard work, it takes change in character for your life to get better, for something positive to happen in your life, for something to change generally. So it's not about, okay, it's 2025, I'm now like, okay, this year I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this. That's nonsense. Whatever change I want to implement in my life, I begin it in the old. In fact, I think for a very, very long time, I care less about what time of the year it is. I care less about what time of the year it is. For me, I just feel like, okay, I want to achieve this. And because this is what I want to achieve, I start to make every necessary plan and, put things in place to achieve that goal. So the change of the year doesn't mean that, okay, something, because there's this feeling of Christmas, New Year, the excitement of the festivity, and the New Year comes with a lot of energy, and people are like, okay, this year I'm going to do this. No, whatever you want to do, start doing it in the previous year, and then let the New Year be like a booster for you. Okay, this year I started doing this, I'm going to implement this and this and this and this and this, and go hard. Instead of waiting for the year to change and then I'm like, okay, this year I want to start going to the gym, I want to start working out. I just feel like it's trash.
Yeah, man. But I also want to say in the defense of what New Year resolutions are, I believe that what people really see New Year resolutions to be, I don't know whether directly or indirectly, for me, it's just clinging on to some hope of something else.
Something better.
Yeah, like something changing or something improving, or life taking a different path from what's like maybe you've experienced. Honestly speaking, like who wouldn't want to say, oh, let me take a load off, like at least this year has come to an end, we're starting again. But it's really just
how
pick
productive,
and roll.
so far so good. How productive would you say New Year resolutions have been for people who you feel like probably has practiced that thing for a few years now? How would you say their life? Do you know anybody that, okay, like, this person decided this thing?
Okay, let me be honest, man. There was points in my life that I stopped doing New Year resolutions.
Yeah.
Then I started again. Now, when I stopped, but it was because I lost interest in the entire stuff. It was like it wasn't really giving me, like, when you start the year, but it's like that, okay, new year, new me, that hype, that is like, okay, I'm gonna crush these things, and then you just set the goals like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on how you hyped you up you are. Then you find out that sometimes even just a month or the week after, you're forgetting like half of these goals. By midway in the year, you don't even know what you're doing again. You're like, it's August already. How did I get here?
I don't know if anyone can relate. New Year resolution made that night.
Yeah.
Broken that night. Like, no, wake up. Real shit. I was like, nah, man, I'm going to do this. Be better. Do this. Nah, man.
The thing is, the thing about change is, because when you look at New Year resolutions and all of these things, it's basically people trying to change their lives, for the better. Now, when you look at change and people who have implemented change in their lives, change is actually not. It's not something that is not a flip.
Yeah,
it's gradual. First of
gradual
all,
process.
It's very, very gradual. Now, for a person's life to change, it means that daily habits have to change. One, daily habits. Yeah. Now, when your habits change over time, it becomes a character. After a while, it is that character that actually changes your life. It's not the habit, but you start doing this thing gradually, it becomes a habit. Before your entire character changes. Before your entire life changes. So it is, for me, I see New Year resolutions like motivational speech. That thing, just honest ginger without direction and without discipline. That's the word, without discipline. Because you're like, okay, I'll do this. You went the first day, You come out the second day,
Okay, so sorry, let me flip this on his head. Let me ask you guys this. So what have you, so you're saying that you've never had a New Year resolution?
I think maybe back in the day I used to have.
So let me ask, I want everybody to maybe pitch in cash as you as well. What is like the best New Year resolution that you've been able to keep? Like you've been able to keep?
I don't think when I was joining the bandwagon to do that nonsense, I don't think I ever kept anyone.
So you never kept anyone?
I don't think I ever kept anyone.
How about you, Cash? Let's hear you.
Okay, for me, 1 year resolution I kept was I was going to braid my hair. Yeah. And I did that. Yeah. And I was really happy when I did that. Like, I was saving my hair for that was after secondary school. a bit after. So I was like, okay, this year, let me see what's gonna happen if I braid my hair. So I waited for summer because school gave us like summer break of like 4 months. So I was like, all right. I just ordered oils. I got my room. I was just so every day I was at it until I actually did it. And then I forgot about it for a while though. But then when I was coming close to summer, I was like, yeah, I got to braid my hair this summer.
Yeah,
And I
and you
did. So
did
it
that.
was cool. I did that shit.
Yeah, that's cool. Let me see. Is there any resolution I've kept? I think one was.
How about that girl you say you're not going to call? That ex.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, man. I
You
called her.
remember?
Man. Yeah, man. I called her. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Sometimes, man, just don't let them move on, bro. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, that's not it. But yeah. But let me see. For me, I think there was this point. I had not partied. I was very conservative at some point in time. So I decided to like at least go out a bit, go to the club. Not my shit, but yeah, I did that. Did that. I'm
Going to the club.
Yeah, it moved from actually trying to do things that seemed ethically correct to
Just
more of kicking
having
off
a-
bucket list. I
having
don't know
an
if
adventure.
anybody can,
Adventure
read it.
mode.
Yeah, like try something different and do something new with every year. So it can also be that too as well. Is there something that you've said this year you want to dedicate yourself to? And
Yeah.
that is
I
a
think-
New Year resolution.
No, mine was not in the new year.
Okay.
But
Like I
you want to
said-
achieve it this
Like
year.
I said, no, not even this year. Okay, for
It's a
two things
lifestyle.
I started doing last year.
Yeah.
I'm a very, very athletic person. And I
Okay.
think after a while, I got really busy with work and family life and stuff and a lot of things going on. I stopped being athletic.
Family life.
Yeah, family life.
Let's
I
talk
have
about
brothers,
that.
I have sisters.
Are you sure? Children.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, let's not spoil his mind. I'm sorry, he doesn't have any
No,
kids.
these girls these days, they don't care. No, they don't care. Just have bread.
That's
No,
fine.
no,
All right,
no.
cool.
Okay.
Solid.
So I just felt like I felt like I was getting lazy because my body was becoming heavy and stuff. So I was like, okay, I was going to get fit. Not fit because I'm fit, but I was going to get
Back into training.
back into training.
Shape.
No, not shape because I'm actually in shape.
Did you consider age at any point?
No, I don't understand.
For the pain, I'm not saying like
No.
there are certain ages that when you get to that,
No,
when you move
come
like
on,
this,
man.
there's
I'm
like,
very, come on, how old am I?
yeah, how,
Yeah, actually.
This hater.
yeah, just take it easy
He
on
wasn't-
yourself, man.
No, come on, nigga. She said Ronaldo is still balling. So what are you saying?
That's Ronaldo, bro.
That's
So
No,
you're in
no.
the same age range as
as Ronaldo. Maybe he's older than me with a few years.
Solid.
A few years. I'm not that
Solid.
old now, so I'm still.
He's not that young either.
But
Fuck off, man. So I just felt like, okay, fitness is the word. I felt like I
Okay.
needed that fitness because I wasn't fit. I think there was one time when I noticed I was not fit was when we did one small football tournament in church and I played, and I was like, I felt like a truck hit me. So I was like, I need to like take this thing really serious. So I
Yeah.
decided I was going to take fitness really serious. So I said I was going to like go back to the pitch, start playing football and all of that. And I went to register. When I went to register, Pro Leisure, they're like, the registration is 30K. I was like, okay. I paid, I registered, started playing football, and it was like, till now I haven't gotten myself like
back
I haven't
to-
gotten like the skill, the technique and all of that because it's been a very, very long time. You know, so it was really difficult, like still trying to like get in form, get in shape and all of that. And then I decided to take it further. I was like, no, football is not enough. I was like, I'm going to start playing tennis. So I went to I bought rackets. I went to tennis club. I registered, did everything. Like, and then I started training. Like a few days ago. And it's actually interesting, like to play tennis and stuff. Like you're hitting the ball, making that sound. You're running. I'm feeling like one Djokovic right now.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it wasn't really. It's not a New Year resolution. I just decided that for me, I make decisions. When I decide that, okay, I'm going to do this, straight up, I go and start doing it. And sometimes I don't even have what it takes to make it happen, but because I've already decided that I was going to do this, you know, I'm like, I'm doing this. No way, I'm not. I just move.
All right, cool. Let me ask the question the other way. What is in your resolution that you broke, and what was the shortest span that you spent with it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've said mine is like that night I broke it. Like
Wait,
made
you
it.
did, what was it? What was the resolution that you broke that night?
Cash, go on. I'm not getting into it. We'll talk about other things.
All right.
But that
I'll
night,
see, I'll
You
still
can
bring
run,
you
but you
back.
can't hide from the question,
I'll still
Sha.
bring you
So
back.
we can run.
let's get to you. Okay.
Okay.
A new resolution that I broke that I felt bad about.
And what time? How short?
I mean, I have so many.
Damn.
If I'm being honest.
Hmm.
I have
Breaking
several.
promises to yourself.
Deep
Breaking
diver, Kuma.
promises. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like now I'm trying to remember which one exactly, because I'm trying to go back in time. But let me say, okay, I broke my level of discipline that was meant to stay on that promise that I made, and it was like I broke it because I didn't care. Like I just did it. I was like, I can't keep going. Who is the referee on me right now? It's me, so I forgive myself.
There's just something you just said right now, and that is like the biggest challenge.
Exactly.
Because
accountability.
to yourself, because nobody's going to come and I saw a tweet that the thing about adulthood is that nobody's going to come and shout on you,
Yeah.
flog you. Nobody's going to come and say, oh, wake up and go and gym, wake up and go. No, nobody. The consequences of your action is going to be replicated in the life that you would have if you don't do the things that you need to do. So nobody's going to come out and wake you up in the morning. Oh, you said you're going to write that book. Did you write it? Nobody's going to ask you whether you wrote it or not. You said you were going to record that song. You said you were going to write that poem. You said you were going to start that class. You're going to go back to school. Nobody's going to come and say, okay, how far have you gone? Do you get? Now that's in one way you can look at it and say like, nobody's going to come and, you're not going to be accountable to anybody. That's one. And that is why I feel like people who are intentional about growth, if you want to really do something, you want to grow in life, you should have like minds that you work with. Have people who are
Or
of
mentors.
the same, not really mentors. Mentors are good.
Yeah, mentors.
But have people who are of the same ideology and of the same mindset with you, that okay, this thing you want to do it, you understand. It may not be the same thing, but someone you can be accountable to as an adult, so that it keeps you in check. There's this check and balance, so that okay, they call you up and they're like, you said you're going to do that stuff. How far with it? Have you done it? But people just like, oh, okay. People want to be liberal. They want to be liberal. They want to just do whatever they want to do. And just...
Yeah, you see this point that you just made. I agree so much with it, because as you were speaking, it just reminded me of something. And I was just like, do you guys think that in the past, having what you said was very daunting, yeah?
Yeah.
Like having your resolutions in the past, there was more to hold on to it
There was more
than
meaning to it.
there was more meaning to it than it is now. How will I put this now? Is that back then how society was is that you have people that you are looking up to. When you make a new resolution, it's the accountability is not necessarily that this person is going to check you, but because you have someone, like for example maybe elder ones that have done good, that have done great, or parents that are achieving so much, and that at the end of the day, like you have to live up to whatever set expectations, or that somehow that seems to have been like a yardstick to help people check. But right now everybody's on, and I'm agreeing with what you're saying about things being very, very liberal now, because everybody's like, it's my life, it's my shit, it's my decision. Do you get? So at the end of the day, it's more like I don't really have to answer to anyone. So unlike before that, at least okay, your parents are doing good, or your cousin brother is doing well, your parents will tell you, see your cousin, see what this person is doing, that type of shit. Do you get? And whether directly or indirectly, somehow you will try your best to kind of keep up with that resolution. But right now nobody cares, and he's doing this, and I'm like, I don't really care.
Like the farther you go back into the past, you see that we were more disciplined the farther we go back in time.
Yeah.
Now 10 years ago, I'm sure New Year resolutions meant something more than what they are today, definitely, and everything that comes in between. Everything that comes in between. I think that time people had an understanding. It was like you are not living life because like life was a life of pleasures. Like that time, I think people had a more simple view, a more progressive approach.
Yeah.
Right now, things are being endorsed to be chaotic or undisciplined, all in the name of your freedom,
It's your life.
your
life.
liberal, your creative, your man, all these colorful
You're
words.
you. That's what
Yes.
they say. It's like you're you. So
All of these colorful words, but truth is that when you do them, like it's a bitter experience when you find yourself there. So
Yeah.
for New Year
You know,
resolutions, you just gotta keep going with it.
the annoying thing I hate about when I hear people say stuff like "it's my life," blah blah blah. Yes, it's your life, but your life affects us.
Yeah.
You understand? You dey do is your life, is your life. Now so you can't thief my phone. It's your life. You get the point. You know what hustle? It's your life, but you go come steal my phone.
Like
You get
what is
the
that reference? What the fuck, bro?
these are the kind of statements that will make you avoid someone.
yes.
Like
because-
somebody is saying this thing, like that person is ready to avoid.
You know, the thing is, these
Accountability.
things grow because sometimes we feel like, okay, you know, irresponsibility also grows. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, today the person is irresponsible with little things. You understand? Tomorrow those little things grow up to become bigger
Heavier
things.
bigger
That's
things.
how we grow up to have the kind of country we have, the kind of system we have, everything. Why? Because this involves people. People do these things. You get the point. So now you are busy saying that, oh, it's your life. You don't need to be responsible, accountable to anybody. You understand? But then you're going to forgetting that your actions affect
Impact
the
people.
next person. You know, that's the funny thing about existence. That's the funny thing about society, because we all live together. If you are saying it's your life and you are in one island alone,
Mhm.
you get it's just you. I don't really worry, but it's your life. It's your life. You wake up every day, you interact with people, and you are a shitty human being. You are messed up adult that cannot do basic things. So last, if you look at it, it's not really your life.
Yeah.
Because we are intertwined as a community, as people. We live together and stuff. So it has to be a collective thing. If one person is messing up, we have to call the person to order. So
Yeah.
not like I care.
So I just want to ask, is everybody seems to not really be so too much about the whole. So like now we on Gist on Glasses, we don't get New Year resolution.
Well, I feel like
What is our New Year resolution down here?
Our-
Fire content
our New
number
Year
one.
resolution is fire content,
Fire content,
ASAP.
bro.
growing the page, dragging some useless people, because this year I'm going to go hard. I feel like last year was like season 1 was like a test run of what we could actually do. This year I go wicked. They go the
Avoid him.
I've seen your
Avoid
content on
him.
Twitter.
Avoid
Yeah,
him.
getting there.
Of course now, like that's the point, like to grow the page and just get bigger basically, and get endorsements from big brands, get sponsorship, make money, have a good life, enjoy, go to the Bahamas, go and shoot some few episodes somewhere. Oh, I mean, go see.
No, it go dey nice, but
You know, right?
But like, I want to ask you guys this question. Yeah. So, what do you think is the real problem, or let me put it in a better way? How can we get over this aspect of not completing our New Year resolutions?
It's
Like,
just
what advice do you think you can
It's just
from
go
experience?
and become a disciplined person. Do the hard work.
yeah,
Solid.
I feel consistency over motivation. Motivation is a hot fire, very hot.
Motivation is like
Nice.
It's like,
motivation is like
consistency.
like drugs.
And also, I also cut people some slack a bit, because consistency doesn't necessarily mean 3, or 3, 4, 5, 6. If you get what I'm trying to say, consistency can be 3, can be 2, can be 0, cannot be 3, cannot be 1. What I'm trying to say is that consistency is not necessarily a whole like
upslide.
or a down or
Just
whatever.
keep showing
Yeah.
up, no matter how small.
Just show up.
Every day,
Yeah,
just show
even
up.
if it's one thing you do, if it's your LinkedIn and it's just your profile picture, you can change that. You can change that profile picture, my guy. So yeah,
Everything builds up to something better.
yeah. Little drops. I guess we're saying we're all saying the same.
Yeah,
thing.
we're saying the same thing. But for me, you are you're a nicer person. Cut slap. Me, I'm not cutting anybody's slap. Some people are just lazy and useless. You say you don't want to work out on your body, but if you follow us enter keke, you chop 2 people's space.
Oh damn, man.
You had somebody in mind when you said this.
My man is thinking about someone.
No, I'm not.
Let her go. New Year. Let her
I'm not
go.
thinking about
Let her go.
anybody.
That's 2024. Let her go,
I
bro.
don't let everybody. I don't get anybody.
And he
for
not
what-
deny that he's hard.
But I don't.
Never
I
a
don't get
guy.
any- Well, don't put words in my mouth.
Okay.
Now you know that way they talk.
Yeah.
So, like, any last words, anything that you want to say about
I
this
think
subject?
something very important to have in mind when you want to have a new Year resolution is that vision. It's like it's not just what you want to do, but it's who you want to be when you accomplish these goals. A lot of people forget to associate their identity with the goals. But the truth is that on the way to achieving those goals, your character changes.
Yeah.
And they forget. So it's like, okay, I'm going to be this. Okay, what kind of person accomplishes this? If you put that in mind, like you don't have to run back to, like, let's say the fantasy you drew about of a new Year resolution. You just have it in your heart now. Like you said, be disciplined. Like, so if you have vision, your new Year resolution can definitely be accomplished. So
You know, I feel like people focus on the finish line
more than
generally
the
in life
race.
more than the
Yeah.
race. And what makes you a great person is not the finish line. What makes you a great person is the race, because it is the race that ensures that you get to the finish line. So while you are here, you are looking at the finish line. Okay, the finish line is like 2,000 kilometers away. In your head, you are seeing the 2,000 kilometers away. You are not seeing the 2,000 kilometers that gets you to that point. You know, so in your head, you're like, okay, I want to get to that place. But before you get to that place, you need to like wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and take the first step.
Yeah.
You know, you need to wake up every day, put on your suit, put on your tie, and go the fuck out and try and make it
Do
happen.
the best. Give
Do you
it your
understand?
best.
Because you can, truthfully, you cannot be unlucky for 365 days.
So what you're trying to say in essence is that New Year resolution is not necessarily what you want to achieve, is what you have to do to achieve what you want.
Yes, because
in the right sense.
basically
Yeah.
you want a change of life.
Yeah.
You understand? You want a change of life. You want to make more money in the new year. You want to make. You don't want to.
Emphasis on money.
Yes,
This
true.
man.
You don't want to be the same person you were last year. You want to grow as a person, as an individual. You understand? And growth is all round. Growth is not that you are growing
It's
tall.
holistic.
It's holistic. It's not that your height is getting taller. That's not just growth. Yes, it's good to grow tall, but you know, your relationship with people, your relationship with family, with neighbors, your relationship with your finances, your body, all of these things, spirituality. Like, let me be very honest. Yeah, on this podcast, I've not been the best of I don't want to say religious because I don't.
Let it out. We're here for you.
I don't want to say religious, but I feel like I've not, in the last 5 years, I've not been the best Christian. Let me say it that way.
In context.
Yes, because this year I actually want to like take my spirituality serious. I want to get closer to God. I want to pray more. You know, actually like really want to like get closer to God. I want to pray more. I want to have, you know, those sober moments where you just sit down, you just reflect, you just read the word of God and you pray and I really want to be close. I used to like be very, very close to God, like very, very, very close to God. Now I'm not that close to God like I used to be, you know, but and I want to get back to that place. And Obanka. You know, so I just feel like these are the things that you need to do, you know. So
Yeah, you're an Old Testament man. You want to be close to God, but you want violence at the same time.
No, of
I don't know what
course.
you're saying. Like,
Who God man they show violence
okay,
now?
I agree with you. So yeah, New Year resolutions. Oh, I don't know. For me, I think they are cool. If you want,
Do you have
to
any New
do
Year
them. New Year resolution
resolution?
is to pick up from where I left off.
That's a New
That's
Year
if
resolution.
if that can be.
Hashim, do you have any
a New
New
Year
Year
resolution?
resolution?
No, my own is just more like vision. So just like what Joseph said, yeah, where I left off in 2024, I want to kickstart it again 2025 and just keep the system going. Anything new, maybe I'm looking forward to surprises this year though.
Yeah.
So,
Open
I'm open to
minded to new
surprises.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like while you are doing
As
while
I'm
you're doing
my
the
things.
basic, while
Yeah.
you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're hoping that okay, as I'm doing this and this and this and this should happen. It may not happen the way you imagined it to happen, but then you're hoping that, because there's a big difference between hope and making things happen. A lot of people just sit down and they hope that okay, I hope to like pick $1 million. Me,
So,
I'm not hoping
okay.
to pick $1 million. I need to.
Depends on
get-
your trade.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Some
need
people
to-
are hoping to pick $1 million.
Maybe they hope
Shout
they-
out to those people. Not really, but
I
okay.
need to make $1 million
Yeah.
this year. At least this year, I need to make $1 million. You get?
Yeah.
So for me, it's not hope. You understand? Hope is there, but then I have a strategy. I have a plan. I have a routine that I'm sure that okay, if I do this and I do this and I do this and I network with these kind of people, you understand? It's going to get me to that place. At the end of this year, I may not make $1 million. I'm just saying. Well, I
But
could
you
make
kept the
500K.
mindset.
You know,
Yes.
it's not forget about the money. I could make 500K. I could make 600. I could make 800K. You get? So for me, it's not about okay. I want to hit this. I want to hit this. Yes, but what if I don't hit $1 million and I hit 800K USD?
150.
Even do you get even 150? It's like that's like a step further from where I was last
Yeah.
year. You get the point.
Say
So,
step.
it's a step. looking at the distance of where I want to go.
Long step.
Person won't make one M, come make 150K. Maybe better step. Now,
So the aim is to keep winning with consistency.
yeah, gradual winnings, consistency, and then count your. You say anything? So I keep plus up. I don't have plus. Why I use you? I saw one tweet. I saw one tweet say people plus 2020 when I give them 5 years time don't they? You get so
Yeah, man.
I don't know. You want to say something? Okay, guys. So first we've said everything. Like basically, why are you laughing? You're looking at the laugh. I don't understand.
No, the show must go.
Yo, the show must go on. Yeah.
Okay, guys. I don't even know. Forget about this.
Yo, sorry, man. Yeah,
It
go on.
was nice having this conversation, and we promise that we're just starting off on a soft pedal. By next week, the violence is going to begin. I promise you. By next week, violence shall have you see the eyes be happy as they call violence. So next week we're gonna go back to brass balls, violence, and everything. So guys, thank you for watching this episode. Please do try help us subscribe, recommend this podcast to your friends, your family.
Comments.
neighbors,
Let's hear what you have to think. What
Follow
topics do you
us.
want
Please
to
don't
share?
send me
Cover.
DMs. Comment on
The ladies, don't send him DM.
No, I don't mean
What are you saying?
What is DM? Direct message. People like see what I mean. People like they comment like, okay, want you guys to talk about this topic on my DM.
You don't have to be defensive about.
Fuck off. So thank you for every follower, every fan, and everybody. We appreciate you guys. See you next week for another amazing episode of the Digital Glasses podcast. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay positive.
Yeah, it was
Go
fun.
into the year with energy, with vibe, with ginger. Let's go.